Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. O'Mara here. I'm just doing a quick recap on the stuff that we did in class. I'll just get rid of that code there because I want to introduce that during the tutorial. So this is the most recent version of the NXT programming software. This is the one you tried to download today. Some of you it succeeded, some of you it didn't. But the principles are the same. So up here is basically saying this is when go happens. So that's that bit there. What you do is you grab blocks of code from down here, and these are instructions, intelligent instructions for the machine. So I'm going to start down on the green tab, which as you can see is in fact labelled action. And I'm going to grab this one which is move, what's that one? Move steering, move tank. I'm just going to go for move steering. I'm not super sure what move tank is. And I drag it up, and as you can see it actually expands into something more substantial. So the first thing I'm going to say is, how long do I want it to move for? Well, I'm going to move it for a number of seconds. That's the steering. Do I want it to turn right a little, all the way around right, left, all the way left? I actually just want this to go straight ahead. How much power? I'm going to have it at 75% power. Particularly when you're turning, you don't necessarily want to go at 100% power because that's how you tip your robot over. This is how many seconds it's going to go for. Let's say it's going to go for 3 seconds. And the last one is it going to come to a halt or is it going to coast? And I'm going to say, no, don't brake, keep going. So when I go down to here, now this button isn't active because I haven't got an NXT plugged in, but I would click on that button and it would load the program into my robot. So that would just make it go forward. So the next thing I'm going to do, and this is something a lot of you managed today, is I'm going to make it turn. So I'm grabbing that very same code. But I'm saying, okay, you've gone forward for 5 seconds, actually 3 seconds now that I look at it. Now, how many rotations? I'm actually going to say 3 rotations, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I do want to turn. I want to do a hard right turn. I want to go at only 50% power because I don't want to tip it over. Oh, actually that's 0% power. So let's go 60% power. And I'm going to do 3 revolutions, and I don't want to brake at the end. So now my robot is going to go forward for 3 seconds, and then it's going to turn, and I hope it's going to turn all the way around. But to test this, I'm going to click on this again, load it up to my robot, and run the program again. You can actually click this icon down here, which will be dark when you've got a robot plugged in. That will actually run it as soon as you click it, and you can just walk along behind the robot with your computer. Or if you're running it on Bluetooth, you don't even have to have it connected. But the last thing I'm going to show you today is how to get it to come home again, because hopefully it's turned around and is facing home. So I'm going to grab again that same bit of code. So I've turned back towards home, and actually, so rotations, no, I want to go for seconds. I'm going straight ahead, I'm at 75% power, and I'm going for 3 seconds. That should bring me pretty much home, and then I am going to brake. Now, you might not want to build this particular program, but I hope that makes it a little bit clearer how the programming works.